and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
It's a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
This is where champions play. This is where youth champions play. This is where collegiate champions play. This is where Olympic and pro champions play. This is where all champions play. In Hamilton County, Indiana.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville. If you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's broadcast of IHSAA 6A football on Hamilton County Television. presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 30 years in business. We'd like to also thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Community Health Network. Visit HamiltonCounty.com, Hamilton County Sports Authority, Church, Hiddle, and Antrim. Blades, Audio, Video, and Security, Noblesville Youth Sports Alliance, and the Hamilton County Reporter. Welcome to Beaver Stadium on the campus of Noblesville High School. I'm Brad Silbert, joined tonight by Sean Blades. And Sean, both of these teams had their opening games last week. The Homestead Spartans played Carmel, ended up losing on almost a last-minute interception by a score of 14-7. But the Noblesville Millers and the Mount Vernon Marauders, they put a lot of points on the board last week. What do you think we're looking at this week?
Well, it'll be interesting to see that because Homestead actually beat Carmel in every category on that game except the score. And they had some turnovers. They had some things that cost them, but they were in that game. And anytime you're competing with Carmel, you kind of think a team's pretty good. So, Noblesville, on the other hand, really moved the ball at will against Mount Vernon. Now, I will know, Coach Sharp's not happy giving up 30 points, and they're still going to try to work some things out there defensively and clean up some mistakes. So it'll be interesting to see how this game plays out. I think we got two pretty good football teams here, and we'll see whose game plan works early and what adjustments are made and how it goes from there.
Speaking of adjustments, Sean, how about the weather right now? It's 85 degrees here at 7:30 with a temperature humidity index of 91. Very light breeze, almost no wind coming out of the south, and it is still humid. Anybody who was here in central Indiana today knows that it was a hot, humid day. How's that going to affect this game tonight?
It's going to be tough. I mean, it feels halfway decent up here in the booth, I got to be honest. But down there on the field, it is warm. The turf gets hot. You are seeing that the sun's starting to go down behind the stands, which is really nice. About 7:30 is when you start to see that. And so having a 7:30 game is probably going to be a little bit better on them. But, I mean, it's just grueling out there in this humidity. It takes your breath away. But these guys are young. They're in shape. They'll be fine. Telling people today, I was out playing golf all day, dying, and I grew up in Oklahoma, and this was every day.
This is probably an average summer day.
In the South, this was it. This is two-a-days, So we've came a long way with figuring out what to do, and I guess just things changing a little bit. Noblesville's lined up to receive. You got Logan Schaffner, and you got looks like Bryce Englert deep.
Here's the kickoff.
Schaffner
from about the 15. Got a little bit of a hole. He's up to the 30, still on his feet at the 35. Nice return by Schaffner, about a 20-yard return, and he just continues, Sean, to put more and more and more ground yardage on his record. He had, I believe, 240 yards in that game last week.
He's impressive. He's elusive. He's quick. He's fast. He's tough. Now this will be interesting here, Brad. This is where Homestead can practice all week on trying to mimic this offense with their scout team, but Noblesville has run this offense now for the fourth year. They run it very crisply. Coach Sharp's
good at it.
Yeah,
to say the least.
We're seeing an interesting 5-2-2 look here, which should bode well for the Millers. They're probably going to see a lot of power. Gage Gawley's back on the offense this week. That's Gage on the first carry.
About a 4.5 or 5 yard gain for Gully, so he's off to a good start too. Positive yardage there right off the bat for the Millers, and they're quickly up to the line.
Yeah, it looks like Homestead's gonna stay in this 5-2. Their corners are walked down. Well, they're trying to not give up the big play. You can see the two linebackers, two safety look, but this tells me Noblesville's going to have to get it 5-6 yards at a time. So they usually don't mind doing.
I think that's Carter Richard. No, not Richardson. Excuse me.
Gabe Bellin. Strong kid, Gabe Bellin. So you've seen power right, power left, and again, Coach Sharp is so savvy with this offense. He's seeing where they're lining up, seeing what they're going to give him. I'd look for them to run trap here fairly soon.
No secret here what the Millers will do. They are a running team. Another handoff inside. Another 4 or 5 yards, and the Millers are just racking up the yardage here already, Sean. Just moving up and down, moving down the field almost at will here with about a 4.5 yard gain, maybe closer to 4 to make it 2nd and 6.
Yeah, this is what they're going to have to do against this alignment. There should be 4 or 5 yards of play, and don't expect any big plays. Don't expect them to try to hit any throws over the top with this defense they're looking at. The question is, if we continue to move the ball, or if the Millers continue to move the ball, if Homestead will adjust and then open some other things up. But
Jacob Baker calling out the signals.
I think right now you're just going to see Coach Sharp be discontent with just running off tackle.
Once again, Gage Gully is the ball carrier, and he's very, very close to a first down. Looks like he's going to be looks like he's less than a yard short there. It looked like he had to get to about the 42, and he's at about the 42 and a half right now. Miller's running with a no-huddle offense quickly up to the line.
You see Homestead shuffling a couple guys in on and off right now. They've mixed up their D a little bit. Their safeties are just moving around, trying to read their keys. There's the first trap of the game for Schaff.
He's got the first down to the 40.
Now Coach Sharp will adjust that depending on the alignment. He may trap what you call the 2-tech, which may be the guy over the guard, or he may decide to go ahead and block down there and kick out the wider guy. He'll just kind of see which way Homestead's slanting, and then kind of let his guys know they have multiple different variations of the same play.
No surprise here that the Millers are keeping the ball on the ground. They only passed it 8 times last week. That's Gage Gully again. He's still on his feet. He's got a first down and more. He's got about 12 yards on that, Sean. Great run.
Again, just simple power right. Gage Gully is a very hard runner and protects the football and picks up a first down. Homestead's going to get a little tired of this soon and try to take some chances. But we'll see how they go. They're not falling out of the same formation, what we call a bear front there, with 3 guys in the middle, 2 ends standing up. But again, there's trap. Linebacker got there pretty good. That's 38-9 for Homestead. That's Cruz Persley and
Adam Fields
on
Anthony
the tackle.
Fields, rather.
Anthony Fields, yeah. And on that trap play, those play side linemen have to get to the linebackers. But again, with Homestead in this alignment, it does make it a little harder to block in space and get to those second level guys. So
technically, they're calling it 2nd and 11, loss of less than a yard.
I think you'll see Coach Sharp just continue to hit the C gaps with the power play. Gabe Bell in this time.
He gets almost 10 yards, gets about 8 or 9 there, and once again, the Millers having little, if any, trouble moving the ball down the field.
Yeah, and I think you're going to seem to stick with that. It's funny, I sat next to Coach Sharp last night and chatted a little about our little grinder travel team, and we playing Brownsburg, we found that they had kind of an interesting defense against us, but they were giving up simple A-gap for what we call ISO or belly plays, and I ran it over and over in the second half. It was boring, and he said, "What's boring about that?"
As long as it works.
He thought it was great. Mm-hmm. And you're going to see him do this. It's just going to be power right, power left.
Gully once again.
If they're going to take away Logan Schaffner, they're going to try to take away Aiden Brewer, Max Miller, the passing game. You're going to see the Millers just run off tackle over and over. Again, this alignment, if I'm coaching, as much as I know about this offense, which is a tenth of what Coach Sharp does, I'm going to run off tackle over and over.
So the Millers are into the red zone for the first time tonight. They've controlled the ball, had it since the opening kickoff. They're down to about the 15-yard line now.
As you can see now, they've moved their corners inside. They don't have corners, so Coach may look at trying to get the edge here. But, again, trap's not there. They're doing an excellent job taking that away. I think you're going to see him give up on trap and just stay off tackle.
I couldn't see whether that was Gully or if that was Schaffner.
That was Schaffner. They tried to hit on the trap, but again, you're going to see with them moving their corners out, I think what you're going to see is us, again, hitting off tackle and maybe what we'd call a bounce play. He may try to bounce the edge here because they don't have a guy out there now.
2nd and 10 from the 14. Under 7 minutes remaining here in the first half, or first quarter.
He could bounce off the right edge if we just get one reach block, and that might be what he's thinking. We're staying inside, C-gap.
Gully once again, and he's met by, boy, he was met by about 5 or 6 Spartans there, Sean. They just,
yeah, they've
really closed in on him.
They've stacked everybody. They're saying if you can get the edge, good luck, and we're still trying to stay in there, so we'll see what they do.
This will be the first long yardage situation that the Millers have come up against tonight at 3rd and 9. Still nothing in the air yet, and no indication that they're going that way.
Now they did move their corners back.
Yes.
I look for them to run power. Okay, Coach Sharp's going to get a timeout here. Who wants to think this one over? Homestead's doing a good job mixing it up, making him think, and it's a little bit of a chess match right now.
Celebrating over 30 years, Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200. Be sure to visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com, and also follow them on Facebook. Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391. Check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com. I'm Brad Silbert along with Sean Blades. Perry Williams is also in the house tonight, our producer-director. Jim Wofford, camera operator Lucas Lacombe. Thank you for joining us tonight on Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners. Sean, probably a good timeout by Coach Sharp there, because the Millers right now have kind of got their backs against the wall. They've got a 3rd and 9 at the 14, and depending what they would gain here, to me, would dictate whether they might want to go with a 4th down try or go with a field goal.
Right, and you can see they're going empty here. This is where Coach Sala has gotten involved in the offense a little bit in these situations where they can mix it up. We got no...
Complete to Schaffner. He bounces off one, breaks 2 tackles, ends up getting about 4 or 5 yards on that. He was actually caught almost at the line of scrimmage there, and that's that excellent reaction that Schaffner's got. I mean, he can be hit, and he just doesn't go down.
Yeah, that was just a quick bubble screen. We missed a key block there, but he was able to get past that. But Homestead's got really good team speed, and right now it feels like they've got 12 or 13 guys on defense, so they got to be pretty happy with stopping that drive the way it started. Letourneau's on here to try this field goal.
Looks like it looked like it went wide to the right.
Oh.
So the Millers controlled the first 6.5 minutes of this quarter, Sean. They do come up empty. That hope that doesn't come back to haunt them later.
Yeah, that's Coach Sharp will get to the iPads now that they got all this technology, see what he can do and adjust. And now we'll see how the Millers defense stacks up against this Homestead team. They've got a couple explosive athletes with Brett Fox at running back and the quarterback Michael White. They both can run the ball very well. They're not a real prolific passing team that we saw in week 1, but again, week 1 is one game. We don't know what they really got here. They're still figuring it out, I'm sure.
Yeah, passing-wise, they were 13 for 27, had 2 interceptions, and of course that last interception cost them the game.
And they're coming out in a tight trips, meaning you got tight end and 2 receivers to the left and just a single wide receiver to the right, looking to run the ball. Millers are there, filling gaps, doing a good job.
Did he make it back to the line of scrimmage?
I don't know. Adam Mahedby hit him in the backfield, and then several Millers rallied to it. You're going to see a lot of RPO type stuff, read option from the quarterback, and he'll keep it. Now they're just moving everything over to the field side, and looks like they're going to run tight trips to the right.
Michael White, the signal caller for the Spartans.
No tight end this time, just trips right.
Jake Thrash is in the backfield. They're going to put it in the air.
Uh-oh.
That's complete to Fox. Fox gets, about 3 or 4 on that, it looks like.
It was a nice play. Gavin Kenyon was there. It looked like he might get in the middle of that throw, and he got there just a step wide, and he did force it to turn back into the rest of the Millers.
So this is going to be a 3rd and 7 situation, somewhat similar to what the Millers were faced with on 3rd down. Only in this case, if they don't make the first down, they're definitely in a punting situation here.
Well, Brad, we may want to put a bet on when we see the first huddle tonight.
Yes. White puts it up. It's incomplete, bounces. I don't know if that was an error on the runner's part, or it looks like that was intended for Jake Thrash, and I don't think he turned around until that ball was beyond him, Sean.
Yeah, I think there's a little pressure, and I think Gavin Kenyon dropped in coverage and kind of jumped in that window. I think the quarter was looking at the skinny post there, and when he saw the defender jump in, he kind of just pulled it, if you will, to upfield a little. I don't think he wanted to throw that interception.
So Henry Nipscher is on the field to punt. One deep back for the Millers.
Logan Schaffner.
Oh, it's going to be over his head. Is he going to get it off or not? He goes down at the 1 yard line.
Big turn of events there.
Oh, my. That ball, they list Nipscher at 5'10", and he jumped well over a foot trying to get that ball, and it just went right over his head. And the Millers get the first huge break of this game today, Sean. And they've got a 1st and goal. I believe they're going to place it at the 2 yard line. What a break for the Millers.
Yeah, you're just going to see a simple power right to Gage Gully, possibly to Gabe Bellin off the left side, but I think they'll run power with no pullers and just try to get this yardage. Gage Gully almost never loses yards. He always finds a way to get 1 or 2. It's going to be Gabe Bellin.
He's close. Not quite in there. Looks like he got a yard.
Very smart play. He started to stick the ball out there, and that's pretty heady to know it's first down. There's no reason to risk anything there.
Yeah, especially the way the defenders for the Spartans were closing in on him. He if he would have stuck that ball out of the air, that very easily could have been batted away from him. So it'll make it a 2nd and goal from the 1.
Look for Gage Gully off the right side here.
Right up the middle.
That's what we got. Kind of took that inside a little bit and just needed to got the yards he needed to get.
And the Millers get the first score.
And the lights are flickering. All right, we'll turn it back on. I really thought he made that first field goal. I want to review, but
I thought it went to the right.
What do you know?
Well, what can I say? I got old eyes.
Good snap, good hold.
That one goes off to the right also.
All right, Jake Baker on the hold there.
So the point after is no good. So at 3:33 remaining here in the first quarter, it's Noblesville 6, Homestead nothing. There's a review of the touchdown. Gaylor Electric, the highest performing national contractor of excellence since 1984. Gaylor Electric's success continues to be built on the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes, along with reliable insights, all fueled by our genuine care for people. Gaylor Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County sports. As leader in Central Indiana sports medicine, Community Health Network has a deep line of orthopedic and sports medicine specialists to keep you playing at the top of your game. Whether it's a pulled muscle or a torn ACL, Community physicians are helping area athletes remain active and competitive. Visit ecommunity.com/sports. Took 3:33 to get that 3:33 remaining here in the first to get the first score on the board. Millers get a huge break on that play, Sean, when the punt went over the head of Knipscher, and they picked it up at the 2, but it ended up being a 1-yard scoring drive by Gage Gully.
Yeah, big momentum shifter there. Homestead struggled a little bit with some long snaps last weekend, and that came back to haunt him there. That's something very frustrating for a coach. You work on all the details, all the big picture stuff, but something like that is really matters, and it can really impact a game. Turno had a
kick over, but that's going to go into the end zone. That's going to be a touchback.
He was a touchback machine last week. He's really picked up some strength this year and kicking those line drives.
What's kind of ironic, Sean, he was right there at the hash mark in the middle, and the ball went to the left this time. In both of the attempts he made for the field goal and for the extra point went to the right. But,
it's
a little difference in style on a kickoff compared to an extra point. So the Spartans will get their second possession of the night from the 20.
Brad, I played golf today, and I can hit it left and right as well, I found out.
Good
Just
for
not
you.
on purpose. Yeah. Here they go. They're in tight trips left. White takes the snap, looking to throw the ball again.
Got time. He decides to keep it. He's going to get a few yards and ends up getting about 6 yards before the Millers catch up with him.
Yeah, nice play there by Cole Richardson and Israel Oladipupo. Came up were pretty good, but 5-yard gain. White was looking to throw it again and didn't like what he saw and just took off with it. And he's a good athlete.
He was quick off the draw back there because he was about 5 yards back in the backfield, and he ended up gaining 6 on the play to make it a 2nd and 4. Exactly 3 minutes remaining here. Quarter number 1. Millers ahead by 6.
Millers are in a 50 look themselves. There's a run play. Well, they pulled a guard.
Quickly, that one was intended for Cale Swagger. Went right through his hands. I think he was still turning to catch that when it went right by him, Sean.
That was a beautiful play. I mean, it looked like run to me. I'm reading. I mean, linebackers are reading guards there, and the guards pull. That's always a tough play when they pull that back, because you've got to read those pulls and step forward. It's what our inside backers did, and left the receiver wide open. We were a little late getting there.
White had a lot of pep on that pass also.
Well, I'm sure they'd like to have that one back, and I'm sure they'll try to go back to it at some point.
3rd and 4.
There's a rollout.
Rolls out to his left. He's going to keep the ball. Will he get the first down? He will not.
Millers rallied to the ball well there, and
he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
I see Gage Gawley is playing a little safety tonight too, as well as running back. And early on, something kind of underlooked is in that first rollout, one of the receivers, in IHSA rules, you can hit a receiver all you want as long as the quarterback hasn't released the ball yet. And Gage knocked a receiver off his route and caused that play not to be as smooth and everybody be where they thought they'd be, and that changes the play.
Henry Nipscher to punt. This time he gets a good snap.
Not a great kick.
It's going to take took a Spartan bounce and bounced dead at about the 41.5-yard line. So they ended up getting right about 30 yards out of that one.
Yeah, Nipscher had 4 punts last week and averaged right at 30 yards, so he was at his average there. Again, I think Homestead would be happy with that. You're not getting the ball in Logan Schaffner's hands in the open field, which is always a good thing. Millers will start this drive at their own 42, and I think Homestead is playing a really good defensive game right now, and it's interesting to see if the Millers are able to adjust and make some things happen.
Here's Gully right up the middle. He's going to be just a couple yards short of another first down, Sean, right to midfield. Nice run by Gage Gully. Homestead
is getting real good penetration up the middle. If you watch that play, our pulling guard gets tripped up. Is not even able to get to the backside there and lead. And the penetration from Homestead is causing us some problems. But somehow still able to get 8 yards out of that, even with losing a blocker.
2nd and 2.
There's trap.
Are we off to the races here? Logan Schaffner with it. Is he going to get to the end zone? Yes, he does. A 50-yard touchdown run for Logan Schaffner. I don't see any yellow on the field either.
No, sir. That was simple, what we call 32 or 31 trap left, and some really good downfield blocking. Gage Gully getting out in front. Again, you work it and you kind of figure out what the other team's doing and make the adjustments. And the Millers did a really nice job there of making an adjustment. Logan has been stymied on that play thus far this game, but that time he found a little crease, and that's all it takes.
Looks like the Millers are going to try for a 2-point conversion here, Sean, to make up that difference on that missed extra point on the first touchdown.
Yes, sir.
Easily into the end zone. Nice run by Gabe Bellin.
Just a simple off-tackle left play. That's what would be called power left. We did not pull a guard, so it was just straight up the field. And Gabe Bellin's a load. And, Coach Sharp knows this offense so well that, he saw what they were doing, made some adjustments, and I'd say that he made some good adjustments looking at that.
Since the establishment of Church Hill and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need it the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190 or visit our website, www.cchalaw.com. Sean, the Millers seem to be off and running here. 1:16 remaining in the first quarter, and they've already put 14 points on the board.
Yeah, they're tough, and I mean, I give Homestead credit. They did some things on that first drive that a lot of teams aren't able to do, and but again, the adjustments back and forth are going to be what matters in this game. And Homestead's had openings on offense. They had a couple plays there that probably could have went to the house, and they're going to try to clean those up. And I still think this is a pretty good football team the Millers are playing tonight.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Letourneau's kick.
Uh-oh.
Right at the 1. Right up the middle. I believe that was Fox who had that return, if I'm not mistaken.
Number 8.
Yes, it was.
Yep, that's
Brett Fox. So they're going to set the ball in play about the 23 or 24 yard line, right at the 24 yard line. So I was watching the referee to see whether he was going to, and I'm sure he was watching Fox's feet to make sure he wasn't touching the end zone line, but he was right there on the goal line.
It's another unique formation for them. They got tight right, 2x2, fake the jet motion.
Completed. About 5 or 6 on that one.
Coverage by Gavin Kenyon.
It was Brett Fox again with the reception. He's got it out to the 31-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Thank you for joining us tonight on Hamilton County Television Sports. Brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville. 2nd and 3 for the Spartans.
No tight end this time, straight 2x2. Running back to the left, drop back. Quarterback run.
Ooh, boy, he ran into a wall there, but he's very, very close to that first down.
Israel Latipupo was there, but if it's not a first down, it's 3rd and just a foot or so.
Yeah, he had to get across the 34 to get a first down, and it looks like they're going to place it just short of the 34. It looks like they're going to measure here.
We probably should have thought about that. 8 seconds left here. I believe the clock will run after the measurement.
Yeah, it should, since he did not get out of bounds. That's going to be a first down, I believe. Nope. Oh, now they've got us all blocked.
Tell you what, Brad, these bleachers are pretty well full out here at Beaver Stadium. Homestead traveled pretty well too, coming 2 hours south.
Yeah, for those of you not familiar with Homestead, they are on the southwest side of Fort Wayne, just in the southwest corner of Allen County. They're part of what they call Southwest Allen County Schools. Homestead has grown that whole area out there. I lived in Fort Wayne back in the 70s, and Homestead High School at that point was out. It was a country school at that point, but now it's all pretty much grown up out there.
They're choosing not to run a play.
They are not going to run a play. So at the end of 1, Noblesville Millers 14, Homestead Spartans nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Welcome back to Beaver Stadium. One quarter in the books. The Millers with a 14-0 lead over the Homestead Spartans. Moving into quarter number 2. Spartans with the ball. They'll have a 1st and 10 at the 34 to start quarter number 2. This time they'll be moving from right to left on your camera, on your picture. Spartans in their white uniforms, yellowish gold helmets. Millers, of course, in their black and gold home uniforms with gold helmets. One running back, 3 wideouts. Handoff inside. That's Fox again, and he may have gotten a half a yard on that one, but he did not get much more. They're going to give him forward progress to the 35-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and 9. Jake Thrash in the backfield now with White.
Homestead a 2-by-2 again here on 2nd and 9. Play action again.
Right over the middle. A little bit of contact there, and there's going to be a flag thrown on that one.
Yeah, they have to call that.
Yeah, that was, I don't think that was intentional, Sean. I think it was accidental, but that's going to get called every time.
I believe that's 15 yards in high school.
But not an automatic first down, but in this case it will be a first down.
Yes, sir.
Of course, one of the major rule changes this year for high school sports on penalties is that holding is now a penalty from the line of scrimmage rather than the spot of the foul in most cases.
That ball should technically be at the 49-yard line in my,
yes,
from what I saw.
I agree, because they started at the, they were at the 36.
Homestead lost a yard there.
But they got a 1st and 10 at midfield.
Again, we got trips left, a little different look. Got a little H-back with the tight end. This tells me they might want to run it over the left side.
Fox with the ball. He gets about maybe, well, they're going to give him 5 yards on that one.
That's a nice little running play.
Mm-hmm. He did a good job of zigging and zagging and avoiding several Miller tackles there.
It's a hard runner. Good running back.
He's probably one of those that's very difficult to tackle, too, I would guess.
Homestead's getting their signals. It's like their formation, really the same formation they just ran to see the other side.
Mm-hmm. Two wideouts this time.
You got tight wing on the right side.
White keeps the ball. Miller's had that play all figured out right from the get-go.
Yeah,
I believe that was
Adam ahead of me, I believe.
I think it was Austin Hastings who got him. So it's 3rd and 4 from the 44.
This is straight 2-by-2, single back in a pistol. Expect White to throw the ball here, maybe some sort of a screen or draw possibly.
He's down under 10 seconds on the play clock.
Just a quick slant.
Wide open, but just cannot make the catch.
So Homestead's going to punt. This your Homestead here. This gets a little tricky where you can't get 14 points all at once. You don't want to panic. You want to just take your time getting the ball down the field here. But now if they give the ball back to the Millers and the Millers execute and it gets 21, that's when it gets it's a little different.
Millers have gotten a couple breaks tonight on a muffed punt and also on a long run by Logan Schaffner, a 50-yard touchdown.
Little different formation here for punt, but
Nipscher gets it off.
Schaffner,
that one's going toward the sideline. That's going to go out of bounds right around the 20-yard line.
About a 30-yard kick.
Yeah, all things considered, probably not a bad kick at all.
Seems to be the very consistent.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video security provider. Blades AVS is a design-build firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed and engineered, also installed and warranted by their team of experts. For 18 years, they've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. They've added securing your facility to how they can serve you better. So whether it's sound, displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced Blades audio video security team can serve your business. Miller's back on the offense. Right up the middle once again.
It's interesting to see it from this angle now. I'm getting a little bit better look. I mean, Homestead is just taking their three inside guys, which are over our centers and guards, and just diving at their knees, just trying to keep them from pulling, which is really why you're seeing Coach Sharp go with off-tackle plays, because honestly you have guys there that you don't even need to block. They're blocking themselves.
But even at that, the Millers gain almost 8 on that. They call it officially a 2nd and 2. What a tight formation that is. Up the middle once again.
Now, you'll notice on that play, both halfbacks go out on a small corner route. That's Coach Sharp testing the waters, that if we do run this, our halfback's going to be covered out of the backfield, and I would say, based on what I saw there, one was covered, one wasn't. So Coach Sharp's testing to see, okay, if we go back to this, can we hit these halfbacks in the flats? And I think he just saw something he may go back to. I feel like there's a thunderstorm rolling in here or something. What is that noise?
Just a little noise on the microphone, little wind noise.
Simple power right again with
Gully.
He's a son of a gun, man. He runs so hard.
He gets the first and about 7 or 8 more to give the Millers a first down at right around the 39-yard line. And once again, they are quickly up to the line of scrimmage.
You know, you're watching that right side. I got a good look there of Indy Wilhelm, Aiden Brewer, a couple juniors, Michael Bennett, another junior. They're really owning that side of the football and really playing with. Indy plays with a lot of pop, a lot of physicality. It's not as big as a lot of guys are. There's the keep. That's what they're setting them up for. There you go, Bake.
Baker keeps the ball.
Again, Homestead's bringing everybody inside there, just daring us to hit the edge on that. So that's a simple keep play. We're trying to reach the outside guy. Gabe Bellum makes a wonderful block. Michael Bennett gets out in front of that. I believe that's Bennett. Great play. I mean, and now Homestead has got one more thing to think about. Like, heck, we got to get someone out here. We can't give up that play again. And what you're trying to do is open back up that C gap, open back up trap. But
Baker ran into a brick wall there in the Homestead defender, but boy, he just jumped right back up. Once again, right up the middle. That's Gully once again.
Homestead has made an adjustment. They've got 4 down linemen now. They were in a 50 look, 5 guys down. Now they're up to 6. They had 4 down linemen and 2 ends. And Gage Gully, it's much like the guy for the Colts, that Jonathan Taylor guy. Mm-hmm. Gage really makes excellent little moves in the hole, just to see little seams and creases to get those extra yards. He's got great vision. Yeah, we're seeing a 6-man front now.
Here's Schaffner.
That was actually Bellum, I believe.
Was it Bellum? I saw the 4 there. Yeah, you're correct. It is Bellum. He gets nowhere.
That was buck sweep. That's a fake trap, and then a power to the left side. It's really the same as power, just losing one blocker.
Officially, they're going to give him a yard and mark it off as 3rd and 2, just outside the 35.
Coach Sharp is going to have to go back and hit the edges a little bit here with toss and with keep, I think. And it's there.
Once again, the Millers dig in. And Gage Gully gets about 5 or 6 yards in that play. I'll be interested to see at halftime what the Millers are averaging per carry, Sean. They've got to be well over 5 or 6 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that's probably pretty accurate. Homestead's going to stay in that 6-man front. Again, they're just giving up the edges, just trusting their inside speed to make up for the leverage they're losing. But, I mean, if you're Coach Sharp, you don't really have to get too fancy here. I mean,
here goes Gully one more time. And he's got another first down plus more. Got 14 on that one before he was run out of bounds by the Spartans.
Excellent blocking there by Logan Schaffner of all folks. You know, he can do it all, man. He had a wonderful block on that linebacker.
Millers once again in the red zone for the third time tonight. 6:06 remaining here in the half.
Again, just
Bellum.
simple power play.
Yep.
I mean, they're just going to.
He gets 6 or 7 on that one. He's
They're
to the
just,
10.
they're just diving guys on the ground and asking us, here's a replay of it. We only really end up with a couple guys to block, and our running backs are blocking tremendously tonight.
You know, we always talk about how good the running backs are, but, in addition to the man with the ball, the other running backs are helping out, and that front line has done a nice job of opening up holes for them to get through.
Yeah, I was talking about the right side with all those juniors. The left side with Curtis Gordon, Ransom McDermott, Max Miller. I mean, you just got some dudes over there that can play football. There's the trap again.
Into the end zone.
Wow. Gabe Bellum's block at the goal line was unbelievable there, too.
This time it's Logan Schaffner, this time for 10 yards.
See, that time, Homestead tried to play it a little more standard, straight up on defense, and the offensive line just drove them back like a snowplow.
Letourneau on to attempt the extra point. 5:27 remaining in the half. Miller's looking to go ahead by 21.
Bake handles a low snap really well. Hey,
that
we got
one
up there.
is good. So with 5:27 remaining in the half, it's now the Noblesville Millers 21, Homestead Spartans nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville. The Hamilton County Sports Authority is the county's official sports corporation that works to create positive economic and community impact by attracting, supporting, and developing sporting events, facilities, and clubs for Hamilton County, Indiana. Hamilton County Sports Authority's work includes bid development, financial assistance, event management, and leadership consultation to grow opportunities for sports in the county and in the cities of Carmel, Fishers, Noblesville, and Westfield. To learn more about the Hamilton County Sports Authority, go to HamiltonCountySportsAuthority.com. Well, Sean, we're a little bit over halfway through the second quarter here, and the Millers with a 21-0 lead.
Yeah, they're moving the ball at will. I mean, Homestead is trying some different things. I give them credit. They're mixing up their fronts, the way they're playing it, their slants, their blitzes, and when this offense is clicking, it's really, really hard to stop.
From the far side, Spartans return the ball quickly up the field there. Will they catch him? Got him at the 30 finally. That was Brett Fox with that kickoff return. He took that almost at the end zone, Sean, and he brought that back close to 70 yards. So that'll give the Homestead Spartans their best field position of the night at the Miller 30. Let's see what the defense can do for the Millers.
Yeah, the Homestead needed a little something, a little shot in the arm to keep them in this game and let them know they can still do some things. And right now, my biggest surprise has been the Noblesville defense. We've stepped up. They played hard, and they've kept points off the board.
Fox in the backfield.
We're in that freeze play. Now they're going back to their call.
Michael White hands it to Fox. This time he's going to get maybe about 1 or 2. But once again, as you said, that Miller defense has done a good job of containing them.
Here's a little replay. That's just a simple off-tackle play. And, I mean, we got guys up front that are refusing to be blocked right now, and that's really what you want to see.
Under 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. All Millers so far.
Drop back
White
pass.
drops back. That one is complete. I think that was Fox.
Little
who had
inside
the
bubble
reception.
screens. Fumble.
Yeah, there's a
on the play.
fumble. Let's see how they came up. Who came up with it? And it looks like the Millers have come up with the ball.
Grayson Owens, is that 11? Carter Richardson, I believe, came up with it.
Let's see who.
Big hit there by number 7, Adam Mahedby, I believe. Got the big hit that caused the fumble. Carter Richardson comes up with the ball. Oh, it's a backbreaker for Homestead.
So for the second time tonight, The Homestead Spartans were on a roll and ended up giving the ball back to the Millers just when it looked like they might get into the end zone. Sean, they'd moved the ball quite, the kickoff return was great, but then a couple plays later they fumbled it right back to the Millers.
Keep right again.
Zigging and zagging. He's going to get almost about 6 or 7 yards on that play.
Jacob Baker's a tough little sucker, I'll tell you. That was a nice little play. Homestead actually read that a little bit better. Number 30 got out and set the edge, and Bake turned that back in, made some guys miss, and got 7 yards out of that.
Nick Schulteis was the leader there for the Spartans. Baker under center is normal. This time hands off to the left side.
Power
It's going to be enough for a first down.
Well, under 4 minutes here. I think Coach Sharp would like to get one more crossed if he can.
I believe that was Logan Schaffner on the carry there. If he's not at 100 yards, he's got to be getting close. Miller's quickly up to the line.
They're widening out these D tackles. They're shooting them again.
Nice little first down run there. Gets about 3 yards. Miller's out to the 39-yard line where they'll have a 2nd and 7. Student section coming alive here.
Get a little fired up. They love 3-yard gains, I guess. They get excited about that. Abe Bellin off the left side, picks up a couple.
He just got tripped up just beyond the line of scrimmage. If he hadn't gotten tripped up, he probably would have had 6 or 7 yards and possibly a first down on that. But credit the Homestead defense with a good play on that. I believe about a 3rd and 5 for the Millers.
And these deeper guys for Homestead, their eyes are on number 2 and Max Miller over there. They don't want to let those guys, number 2 and 3, they don't want to let them get off line of scrimmage and make anything happen.
Right up the middle. Miller's got another first down, Sean. They needed 5. They got 6.
Golly, off the right side. I was watching Aiden Brewer on that play to see if he released, and he did not, but he made an incredible block on the defensive end.
2 minutes, 21 seconds remaining here in the half. From their own 47. Miller's trying to get some more points on the board before the end of the half.
I think we fumbled the snap.
Yeah, I couldn't. It was a bad exchange there, and Baker was probably lucky he didn't lose that ball.
Yeah, Gage Golly jumped on it.
Result of the play is they lose a yard, but the clock is still running at under 2 minutes. As you said before, Coach Sharp would love to have another touchdown or a field goal here.
Another bobble.
Wow, that's 2 in a row.
Yeah, he tried to run trap there, and they're honestly blowing up our center on that play. That nose guard's really firing off and blowing the play back into the backfield, and it's causing some problems there. It's something we're going to have to adjust to and make sure we get that guy some help. Timeout, Millers.
So the Millers are going to take a timeout here and talk it over with 1:39 left. Sean, all you can say about this game so far here at the 139 point here in the second quarter is it's pretty much been all Millers, but Homestead has really kind of shot themselves in the foot a couple times here with the bad snap on the punt and a couple big plays by the Millers. That 50-yard run for the touchdown by Schaffner and, of course, that punt play. I mean, that set up another touchdown and kind of tough breaks for the Spartans. Yeah,
it's been a game of some breaks, some mistakes. Noblesville's definitely taken advantage of some things here. They've made a few of their own mistakes. I'm still saying Homestead's a little bit better than the 21-0 score right now.
Yeah, I believe so too.
And if you're Homestead, you're thinking, let's stop them here, and Homestead gets the ball to start the second half, and maybe they can get something going. I think they're playing them pretty well. I think it's interesting when teams from Fort Wayne come down here. The HCC, the MIC, it's really strong football teams. Really strong football teams.
Most definitely.
And a lot of times the teams from up north are 8-0, 9-0, and we're playing teams down here that are 4-4. We play them awful good. I mean, the teams down here are really good. Our conference is really something. Baker rolls out.
Got a receiver. Will he have the first down? It's going to depend on the spot where he went out of bounds. It's very, very close, Sean.
He does. That's Aiden Brewer on the out route. What a roll. What a play. What a throw. What a catch.
I think they're going to put the ball at the 43, and that's where he had to be to get the first down. And are they going to Are they going to give him the first down, or are they going to measure?
Yeah, they better give us him. They called first down.
I thought they did, but
well, he got out of bounds either way, so I guess the clock is not running.
Yeah, the clock won't be a factor on this, but the yard marker is saying fourth down now, and the referee and the line judge, they finally signal for the first down. They were kind of discussing it, and I think what they were discussing more than anything else is where was the ball when he went out of bounds, because his back was toward us, and I couldn't see if he was carrying it on his left side, his right side, or whatever. And but the line judge or the side judge, he was right there.
I want to say Homestead probably doesn't agree with that call. From my angle, 85 yards away, I do think he got the first down.
Yeah, it looked very, very close. But once again, Miller's right up the middle and get 9 yards.
Clock's running, 2nd and 1.
Gully with the ball. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Now this is a play where you could see Coach Sharp take a little chance. 2nd and 1.
Coaches love those 2nd and short plays, don't they?
They do. You can take some gambles, but you can tell that the safety for Homestead is just staring right over the top of Aiden Brewer. Brewer's releasing. Right down the middle.
Just overthrown. Oh my, close. Gully was almost there. He was about a step short, Sean.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play scheme there, and with 3 vertical routes, they did not cover the man up the middle. I think he has a name for that. It's either called Michigan or Wolverine or something like that.
Now you've got a 3rd and 1 with 57.6 on the clock. You also have 2 timeouts left.
Yeah, I look for Noblesville to go ahead and pick up this first down, try to run power off tackle, and then call a timeout or run something quick with the clock stopped. It's power right.
Definitely got the first down.
Coach Sharp's going to be yelling out to be quick, quick, quick.
I believe that was Bellum who picked up the first down at the 28-yard line. Miller's quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Clock will start again here momentarily, which it just did. Another play up the middle. Schaffner still on his feet. He's inside the 15.
That's incredible. I lost that ball. I think it was trap. Here's a replay. Yeah, it's just simple trap right. And all those divers are still in there, but Schaffner's able to jump over them like a hurdler.
Clock is running once again. 35 seconds remaining. Ball at the 14 or 15.
Oh, Max Miller's wide open.
Can he get it to him?
He wants to get it to Brewer.
Did he get out of bounds or not? They're saying he did not get out of bounds, but he's at the 3-yard line.
It's a timeout. I like that, though. Bake didn't see Miller quick enough, and he held on to it and then made a good throw to a secondary receiver. Brew took a pretty good shot there. Looks like he's fine
Millers
now.
have called a timeout.
Yeah, the clock was going to begin running there.
Well, the clock did start running.
Yeah.
And then I would have figured they would have called a timeout as soon as that play was over, but they elected not to. But then the clock started running, and all of a sudden, with this 1st and goal from the 4, the Millers have got 17.0 on the clock. Probably time to they'll have 1 timeout left. And 4 years. Where's my mind at? 4 yards away from pay dirt.
Yeah, this could be interesting. I'm curious what Coach Sharp will do. Millers still have 1 timeout. So that opens the whole playbook right now for them.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him go back to that pass once again. That was a very effective play.
I'm not a gambling man. Well, I am a little bit. I'm going to say he's going to run the ball here.
I would think. I would agree with you, Sean.
Guys that think like he does, and I do think like he does a lot. Too many bad things happen with the ball in the air, and right now you're looking. He's going to probably run power left, power right. Yep, give it to Gage
They're
Gully.
in. Gage Gully gets the 4-yard touchdown as the lights start flashing once again.
That's just simple power right. He did pull the guard. He doesn't do that sometimes at the goal line. Millers are just blocking really, really well. You can see Gage landed on Indy Wilhelm and a couple linemen, which tells you good things when your linemen are laying in the end zone with you, that they were moving bodies.
Gully with his second touchdown
Bennett
of
was
the
in there.
game.
Yeah, Michael Bennett. Michael Bennett's one of the most fun players I've ever coached. He just gets after it out there. His mom's great. Dad, I don't know.
Laterno, that one looks good.
Made
and
that
it
one.
is.
28-0.
12.8 remaining here in the first half. Now the Millers up over the Homestead Spartans, 28-0. Celebrating over 30 years. Logan Street Signs and Banners specialize in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. You can contact them at 317-773-7200. Be sure to visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com, and follow them on Facebook. Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them, 317-773-7391, or check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com. Miller's set to kick off once again, Sean, and Laterno has been one of the busier guys on the field tonight.
Yeah, that's usually a good sign when your kicker's out there quite a bit. We had a punter a few years ago, Graydon Addison, went to Kansas, and I thought, man, that's a good place for a punter to go. He's going to get a lot of work.
Onside kick bounces down. It's picked up at the
13.
25.
Guess who? Is that Gage Gully again? It can't be. No, it's let's give credit where credit's due. Number 5. Is that 5? Yeah.
5 is Jackson Peterson.
No, that's not. It's number 16.
16. Let's see what name we got there. We got Cole Schott as number 16.
Makes a play. Trying to get credit where credit's due there. It's hard to read those numbers. They're it's kind of a weird font. I don't know who picked that. Nice play, Cole Schott.
Halftime score from North Central. The Hamilton Southeastern Royals are out ahead of the North Central Panthers by an identical score of 28-0.
Coach Kelly doing what Coach Kelly does.
Yes, he does. And that's going to be the last play of the first half. With the score, the Noblesville Millers 28, Homestead Spartans 0. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Was a kid who really was above the rest of the talent that was here. And his dad was coaching. And I asked, why do you have him here? He goes, he needs to be humble. And he needs to learn to be a good team player. And I think a lot of that he learned right here at the Boys and Girls Club.
So the sporting opportunities they offer here at the Boys and Girls Club are basketball, volleyball, and cheerleading.
The first sport my daughter played here in kindergarten was basketball. I appreciate that they offer it at the age of kindergarten. That's just a really hard group to get together into an organized sport.
The main thing is good sportsmanship, and it's about having fun.
And teach the kids the fundamentals and about winning and losing, and about how sportsmanship is really the main thing we want taught.
Kind of breaking it down back to the basics so they understand like the fundamental parts of cheering, building it upon to like an overall actual routine that they do at the end of the year.
Anyone, it doesn't have to be a Noblesville kid, can participate in this league. It's kindergarten through high school. We don't turn any kid away from financially or skill-wise. So if a kid's just beginning, or if a kid's super advanced and maybe played on the school team or wants to play on the school team, we don't turn any kids away.
As far as cost goes, you do have to be a member of the Boys and Girls Club, which is $60. And then you have to join the league. which pays for the league fees and all that stuff.
We always figure out a way to get kids to participate, whether it's scholarship or reduced rate. We want them to feel like they're able to play here.
Each team has an hour a week that they have practice and an hour a week that they have a game. So really, you're only looking at a 2-hour commitment a week.
It's a good stepping stone, I think, for any future squads they may want to be a part of.
My kids have played in this basketball league, and my older kid has played in some travel leagues, but this is where he had the most fun.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Phase 1 clinical trials. Probably not something you think about every day. Fortunately, we do. Because at Community Health Network MD Anderson Cancer Center, we do just about anything for the health and well-being of our community. Providing access to even more potentially groundbreaking Phase 1 clinical trials is just one of the ways we're doing that. Let's take this journey together. Initial consultations are available in just 48 hours.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry-out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
If you've ever watched a loved one being treated for cancer, you know the feeling. There's nothing you wouldn't do to make them well. At Community Health Network MD Anderson Cancer Center, we get it. That's why we bring a multidisciplinary approach to care teams. We've got a lot of people who know how to treat your specific type of cancer. There's no reason they shouldn't all be working together, and one really good reason why they should. Initial consultations are available in just 48 hours.
This is where champions play. This is where youth champions play. This is where collegiate champions play. This is where Olympic and pro champions play. This is where all champions play. In Hamilton County, Indiana.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville. If you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
out there talking to you?
I don't think they have. Well, Homestead's not here. I think they went ahead and jumped on the bus.
Yeah, Sean, the last time I was down at Center Grove, we went down there to actually say hired us to do the state tennis. But it was all that construction down there. It took me like an hour.
You just sent pictures too.
What'd you say? I'm Scott McCoy.
You go ahead, love time. Go ahead, do love time.
I just told him that.
I told her the rules.
No, I sent a video. They're going there tomorrow to do the game, and I just told him the rules of what he has to have ready for them.
Yeah, you do all the love time. We don't pay attention.
Hey, man, I'm still 18 over here.
Yeah, I understand.
All right, I'll see you in a bit.
See you later.
You were hell on wheels.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you don't want to know.
We'll see you. Have a good night.
That was something.
The last time we went down there, or I went down there, Bill and I went to state tennis in Center Grove. And it had all that construction on the south side of 465, and it was almost an hour and a half plus just trying to get there. So
It's gotten better, but you just never know.
yeah.
But I sent Scott McCoy a message and told him, you to make sure he knows you're coming. They'll have the red carpet for you.
You know, they're good folks.
They're the best.
I told him to cater dinner for us too, Jim.
Hey, man. Don't hurt to ask.
So whenever you're ready, just turn your mics on.
Yeah. Welcome back to Beaver Stadium. I'm Brad Silbert along with Sean Blades, producer-director Jim Wofford, our camera operator tonight, Lucas Lacone. Also in the house is Perry Williams. Sean, he's given us a lot of good moral support tonight, hasn't he?
Yes. Jim is my encourager.
Just a recap here on the first half, the Millers, it was all Millers in the first half scoring-wise. 3:33 remaining in the first quarter. It was a 1-yard run by Gage Gully. Then about a little over 2 minutes later, a 50-yard run by Logan Schaffner. The initial 2-point or 1-point conversion on the first touchdown was no good. So Millers went for a 2-point conversion, and Gabe Bellum put that in to make it 14-0. Second quarter at the 5:27 mark, a 10-yard run by Logan Schaffner. The 1-point conversion was good, and finally the scoring ended at the 12.8-second mark with a 4-yard run by Gage Gully, and once again the conversion was good. So, Sean, it's been on the scoreboard. It has been all so far Noblesville Millers, but I don't honestly think that Homestead has played that bad of a game. The Millers have just kind of dominated everything so far.
Yeah, they've just made a few key mistakes that just keep helping Noblesville get across the goal line, and I think if you're Homestead, you're not loving where you're at right now, but you got to find a way to stay in the game, keep your heads in it. You're getting this opening kickoff. I mean, all you can do is try to take it one possession at a time, one play at a time, get on the board, and just keep trying to see if you can stop the Millers or force them to some sort of a mistake. But it's definitely not a good trip thus far for the Homestead Spartans.
Well, the Spartans made two mistakes there in the first half. They gave up a punt that went over Knipscher's head and ended up putting the Millers down inside the 5-yard line, and that's when Gully scored the first touchdown. And then about 2 minutes later, Logan Schaffner ran for a 50-yard touchdown. But other than that, the other 2 touchdowns, the Millers really had to earn them. They had to go pretty long distance in that. So if you're the Spartans now, how do you fall back and regroup here, Sean?
You just get on the bus and just start heading north. Now, I really don't know what they can do. It's tough. Again, like I said, just they've had openings on offense. They've actually had a chance to probably score. You just got to execute those plays, and again, one play at a time, one possession at a time, and see where it goes. I'm being told I had a hot mic there right before halftime, and I'm glad I didn't say anything. I'm glad they didn't catch everything I was saying negative about Coach Weimer, our wrestling coach. I was saying a lot of stuff there for a minute, but thankfully the mic wasn't on then. I will say, though, his wrestlers are making a lot of tackles and a lot of plays tonight.
Well,
so let's give him kudos, Coach Weimer.
Millers will kick off to open up the second half. Letourneau's kick is going toward the sideline. They pick it up at the 10.
Ooh, little tricky little play there. I like it.
Yeah, I thought for a moment there that Liam Moore might let that ball go, thinking that thing might go out of bounds and they get better field position, but they're going to have the ball at the 21-yard line. Didn't really, I guess you could say it didn't take a Spartan bounce there.
No, Cam Mullen with a nice little hit there off the sidelines. Got a little bit of action in the game. Good play by him. You know, after the last kickoff was returned significantly, I think, again, it's the little things like that. Coach Sharps just says, you know what, we don't give another big kickoff. Let's. You want that ball to find grass, find turf, maybe take a funny bounce, and, I mean, they're at the 21-yard line. You'll take that any day as a coach.
Oh, no doubt.
We come back out with double tight. This is something new look for him, double tight.
Fox on the handoff. He's got some running room, and he gets about 7 or 8 yards on that play, Sean. So a good start there, at least on the first play for the Spartans.
That's a good hard run. Cole Richardson, I believe 21 was on that tackle. I can't. It might have been Carter, number 11. They're brothers.
Picked up 7 yards on the play and make it 2nd and 3.
This is interesting. Coach Kelly last year against the Millers after halftime came out and just ran double tight and what they call push-pull, I believe. Homestead may be trying to go to something similar to that, just find an open gap and just run the ball.
This time Michael White keeps the ball. He's short of the first down. He got about 2. It's going to leave him with a 3rd and 1 play. And Sean, 3rd and 1 against this Miller defense, that's a tough down.
Yeah, Oladipupo was in there and among other guys. They read that real well. Again, 2 tight ends, 1 tight end, no tight ends. The Millers just got to understand their alignment, understand their gap responsibility, and maintain it and make plays. Fill windows where you can with the inside backers and make them beat you. There's Fox off the right side. He's a really good shifty running back.
Yes, he is. He bounced off about 2 or 3 Millers to pick up about 4 or 5 yards there to get the first down and move the chains once again.
Now here comes in Indy Wilhelm and Michael Bennett, a couple juniors coming in off. They're both starting offensive linemen. You can see them coming in at the inside. Techniques look like probably a 1 and 3 tech or 0 and 4. I don't know what we're running exactly, but Michael's at the nose and Indy's outside.
3 wideouts on the field now, 1 running back. 1 in motion. Handoff.
Miller strung that play out very nicely.
It's to Jake Thrash. And you're exactly right there, Sean. The Millers had that one figured out right from the get-go there.
Now the Spartans tried to run that play to the boundary, to the short side of the field. Again, they might be thinking they're seeing something. And that's what halftime's about is when we line up like this, they line up like that, and here's where we think we can attack them. But, been coaching football long enough, even at the pee-wee level, as they call it. Every play works, but you got to execute it. So your job is to try to, what's my best angles, what's my best execution, where's my better matchups, and that's what Homestead's trying to find right now.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. White's going to go to the air. Now he keeps it.
Austin Hastings really took a good angle there.
Did manage to get 1 yard gain on the play, but that'll give him a 3rd and 9.
That is not all.
That's 35.
That's Corbin Harnickel there, actually. 45 came up and really moving his feet and took a great angle there, and that's exactly what you want from your inside backer. On a rollout, we say he's got a missile. He's got a missile to the quarterback, and he missiled. He got there. That was nice.
You can just see how conditioning has helped both of these teams, Sean, how rapid and how fast they are off the ball and off the snap. Big difference. 4 wideouts. White's going to go to the air.
There's a holding. They didn't call it.
That's going to be over the head of the intended receiver.
Miller's hold there. I believe that's 4th and 9. I was watching Izzy. Number 0 on the backside. He was coming off the weak side there in a full pass rush and kind of got kind of got grabbed and thrown down from the back, but
yeah, only well, we were just Jim Wofford was just saying that only one penalty so far in this game, been a very penalty-free game.
Drew Conte's coming in now on this punt. Again, this is an interesting formation they use. I don't look for a fake or anything at this position.
Nipscher gets the punt off.
It's going to be returnable.
Punt.
Oh, it's not returnable. Well, it's returnable if you stand on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Aiden Brewer called a fair catch 4 yards off the field there. That was beautiful. Good play.
They're going to mark it at the 43-yard line, so the Millers are going to have very good field position here to on their first drive here in the second half.
And we're looking at Curtis Gordon, Ransom McDermott, Max Miller back up top there. We've got our center is, what's his name, 68. Merrick Helvey at center. Looks like we're going to still have Michael Bennett, Indy Wilhelm, Aiden Brewer down on the right side. And all familiar backfield full of seniors. Gully, Schaffner, Bellin. There's that counter play for the first time tonight.
Gully once again. This time he gets about 5 yards.
Sharp has only ran that counter a couple times. And you would, you really hope to hit it big there. I mean, 5 yards on first down, you're happy.
Miller is quickly up to the line, not giving the Spartans any chance to substitute here, Sean. They've been just right back up to the line and ready to go.
They're back in that 50, kind of a 5-2 look with 2 corners, 2 safeties.
Right up the middle once again, off to the right a little bone on this time.
It's Gage Gully. 3rd and about 3.
3rd and a long 3.
Coach Sharp may go to the freeze call here, try to get Homestead to jump and then call something. I don't know.
Miller's once again quickly up to the line. Nice sized crowd here tonight on a very, very hot night. Up the middle left once again, and that's going to be a first down. The line judge showing it right at the 45-yard line, so they needed about 4 or 5 yards, and they got an extra yard on that, and they're into Spartan territory now at the Spartan 45. Once again, the Millers just hustle right back up to that line of scrimmage, Sean, not giving the Spartans a chance to get any substitutions in there. I think that's Bellum this time.
I think we had something wrong there. I think we had a couple guys on different pages. Our left guard pulled right, and then we ran left, so I think there was a
little miscommunication there.
Yeah.
Still got 2 yards. The Millers have done a good job of controlling this ball so far tonight. Most of the plays are getting 4, 5, and 6 yards, even, and
here's the freeze call. Homestead's very disciplined there.
They almost jumped off, though. That was close.
Play clock's under 10.
Bellum, nope.
Baker kept it, made some really nice moves. Oh.
That was a great move on his part, and also a great fake on his part. I thought for sure that Gabe Bellum had the ball.
We teach it from a young age. I mean, I told our team last week that when we're watching film, one good fake could block 11 guys.
Oh yeah,
and that's everything you need.
That was a textbook fake there.
3rd and about 4. I don't think they'll go back to trap here. I think they'll just stick with the power. And power right. We're a little late getting there. Our backside guard is not getting out in front, so I think that's all a result of that zero tech kind of stacking up the middle, and our guard's not able to get a clean pull.
Just short of the first down there. It looks like it's not even the length of the football for a first down. The Millers at the Spartan 35 are going to go for it here. You kind of wonder if Baker won't just do a little quarterback sneak here. They literally just need inches to get the first down.
Oh,
They've got it.
Give it to Gully.
And more.
Gully never goes backwards.
Gully needed a few inches. He got 6 yards. And the Millers pick up another first down. We're under 6 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Millers up 28-0 over the Homestead Spartans.
And Gully's is strong and tough. And, you look at the kid, he out of pads, and he just looks like a smaller version of Justin Bieber, and he just he's just so tough. He gets yards every time he touches the ball. There's a pass play. Good call.
Yeah.
Good play by Jake.
Was out of bounds at about the 24. Great fake on that one.
They had both routes covered pretty well. If you look downfield, they had Brewer covered and Miller coming across. They had them both covered fairly well.
Baker did a good job of seeing what was downfield and saw that he had a little bit of running room and ends up picking up about 5 yards on that play. Puts the Millers at second down and a little bit over 5 from the 25.
I told Baker last night that, he's playing so well that Perry's actually claiming him as Ken again. It's good for him. It's a big step. Here's the trap play with Schaffner, hurdles a couple guys, and son of a gun.
Is he going to get into the end zone? He will. Logan Schaffner gets the touchdown.
I don't even know what to say. I think he must have greased himself up. Well, look at this. Did he dip himself in Vaseline at halftime or what?
I don't know, but whatever he did.
Boom, broken tackle, broken tackle, broken tackle,
so it's a
broken tackle.
25-yard touchdown run. Logan Schaffner. That's his third touchdown of the game.
Remember the Weebles when we were kids? You just throw them around. They'd always stand back up. That's kind of what he was there.
Yes, sir.
And he got hit 14 different directions and stayed on his feet. This would put the game into a running clock situation, I do believe. Well, there you have it.
Yes, I believe you are correct, Sean, because it's 35-0 now, and once it gets to 35 points, it should be a running clock after this break here. Celebrating over 30 years, that's Logan Street Signs and Banners. They specialize in last-minute signage and banners, serving Noblesville and Hamilton County since 1992. Contact them at 317-773-7200 and be sure to visit their website, www.loganstreetsigns.com. Follow them on Facebook. And be sure to stop by Noblesville Trophies and see our friend Bill Wofford. They offer a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with same-day service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391. Check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com. So, Sean, the Millers take their first possession of the second half and promptly march it down the field to make it a 35-0 lead.
Yeah, that's something. Miller fans are happy about the 35, and they're probably a little more happy about the 0. It's nice to see the defense playing well.
Jack Letourneau getting a lot of exercise out there tonight and keeping his foot. Really doesn't have to keep the foot warmed up on a night like tonight, but
stay warmed up, huh?
He's kept that leg busy tonight.
That might be
That's going to go into the end zone. That's going to be a touchback once that ball crosses the plane. We'd like to thank everybody joining us tonight here on Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville. We appreciate you being here with us tonight. I'm Brad Silbert. I was going to say I was Sean Blades. I don't think I could pull that off, do you?
I'll trade you. There you go. I'll let my debt collectors know who you are now, Brad. I got some bills you can pay for me.
Brad and Sean here on the call. We've got Jim Wofford, our producer-director. Thanks to him for all the great work he does. Lucas Lacone is our camera operator tonight. And Perry Williams is over there keeping track of other scores and other things going on tonight. And what's so far been a great night for the Millers.
2-by-2 again. Got a new running back in for Homestead. Probably want to save Fox for the rest of the season here.
I believe that was Jake Thrash. on the ball, 21.
21, yes, sir. That's who it is.
He was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Everything going the way of the Millers tonight.
Hey, Brownsburg's up on Cathedral at the half, 21-17. How about that?
That's amazing.
We saw that Cathedral team last weekend in the Lucas Oil game. They were on the field before us playing, I think, Lafayette Jeff and just rolling.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, Brownsburg, man. They know how to play football out there.
They got a good program, no doubt about it. Whistles
Dead
before.
Ooh, Lawrence Central's up on Westville 28-21 in the second quarter. Curious who's won that Center Grove game. They're playing that Tennessee's three-time state champion down there. They're playing a tough schedule now that they're not in a conference. Center Grove's pulling some teams. They're playing a national schedule right now.
So the second flag of the night is going against the Homestead Spartans. They're going to be called for illegal procedure.
Ben Davis is, I'm sorry, Bill, Brad. Ben Davis is up on Avon 28-7 at halftime, and another score from the HCC. Fishers Tigers beating the Pike Red Devils 27-0 at halftime. IFA action tomorrow. You guys are down to Center Grove to see Plainfield and Center Grove in the 5th and 6th grade travel league.
Yep, Perry and I will be down there tomorrow night at 6. Man. Nice completion there.
I think they're calling it to hit the turf.
Okay. I thought he made a nice diving catch, but the official was right there on top of it, so that'll make it 3rd and 15.
Franklin Central Flashes are up on Roncalli 7-6. Another HCC action.
Franklin Central is going to be a team to watch this year. They're coming on strong. The whole HCC is going to be something else this year.
Christian Brothers out of St. Louis, Missouri is beating Carmel 34-21. 3rd and 15 here. White's going to probably let this one air out a little bit. Again, they've had windows and openings. He's just going to dump that out to the flats to Thrash. And
is he going to get? He's not going to get the first down. He's run out of bounds at about the 26.
Cam
He's
Wilson
going to be about 4 yards short.
Cam Wilson comes up, makes a great play with Corbin Hornicle. It's going to be a 4th and 4. Homestead's going to go ahead and
they're going to
boot it away.
Yep, with the ball this far, this deep in their own zone. They'll bring in Henry Nipscher.
Well, he's a 30-yard a punt guy right now, which means this punt should land about the 45-yard line, about where Logan Schaffner's sitting. See if it holds. Snaps a little low.
Gets it off. Gets a better kickoff this time, but call for a fair catch. And you were spot on there, Sean. You were only off by 3 yards.
I do what I can. I do what I can, Brad.
Well, when you're good, you're good. Is your golf game this good?
You know, I had my first hole-in-one Saturday. I'm glad you mentioned it. Yep. It's a big deal for me. It was pretty exciting.
Okay, now that I've mentioned that, I'll take that gift card for dinner tomorrow night.
You got it.
Fun at the old football stadium. Millers won't get it any easier for them next week. They got the Fishers Tigers next week.
Landon Hughes is in the game, at quarterback, sophomore. Got a few backups in here now, a few different fellas. I can see some different numbers. I see Owen Williams is in. I see number 80. I think that's Etch. Yeah, Luke Etchison's in.
Well, this is a good opportunity for Coach Sharp to get some of his second and third stringers in and get them some experience. With this 35-point lead and down under a minute remaining here in the third quarter. Unfortunately for the Spartans, they just have not been able to move the ball well tonight. Fumble on the exchange there. Let's see if it looks like the Millers came back up with it. Haven't seen the official hasn't up. They're calling it second down. So
should be third down.
Yeah, third down now. Going to be a loss of about 4 on the play.
Jackson Apple's in the game. Looks like we've got.
And that is the end of the third quarter with the score: Noblesville Millers 35. Homestead Spartans nothing. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Welcome back to Beaver Stadium, home of Miller football. It's been all Millers so far during the first 36 minutes of this contest, Sean. Millers have not, they really haven't made any bad mistakes tonight in this game. They played a very good game so far.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that Coach Sharp will tell you different when he watches film. There's always things to clean up, things to get better at. But yeah, they've played a pretty good game here and did what was available to them.
Around the corner. Finally brought down at about the 32 or 33-yard line.
That's Bryce Englert with a real good burst of speed there to get the edge.
Bryce Englert, a junior running back.
He's one of the more explosive backs we have, actually, with his speed. He's got a real quick burst of speed. Also at running back right now, looks like we got Sidney Weaver in there. We got Brody Gump in there at fullback.
T-shirts are flying into the stands.
Both teams have quite a few backups in, which is nice. They're getting a chance to play under these lights at this beautiful stadium. There's Trapp with Brody Gump.
Yep, handoff right up the middle.
Well, Gump was one of my favorite grinders I've had. He was a tough kid. He is a tough kid. He's a great kid. Brody picks up about 7 on the play.
So that'll make it about 2nd and 3. Once again, we are under a running clock for the remainder of this game with the 35-point lead.
Again, we're still in the no huddle, but we're really not in a hurry. I mean, the play clock's down in about 5 seconds now. Simple trap again. Gump's taking it to the house, maybe.
He's going to score.
Nice stiff arm by Brody Gump there.
That'll be a 23-yard touchdown for Brody Gump.
Camden Porter was there on the tackle, and Brody had used a really nice stiff arm there to. Bryce Englert got upfield and just got a little chip. Sometimes that's all it takes, and it's just that extra hustle to get that extra yard. I'm not sure, but I think that's Brody's first varsity touchdown.
Probably is.
Way to go, Gump. Used to play a little Fortnite with him. Yeah, a little bit. He's a pretty good player. Paterno, nice handle of the high snap there by.
The extra point is good.
Baker.
So now with 9:43 remaining here in the final quarter, all Millers at 42-0. Gaylor Electric, the highest performing national contractor of excellence. Since 1984, Gaylor Electric's success continues to be built upon the cornerstone of reliable resources, reliable outcomes, and reliable insights, all fueled by our genuine care for people. Gaylor Electric, along with Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, are proud sponsors of Hamilton County Sports. Community Health Network's walk-in clinic for sports injuries is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 a.m. Sports medicine and orthopedic physicians are on site to treat everything from sprains and strains to fractures and joint injuries. For more information, visit ecommunity.com/sports. Since the establishment of Church Hill and Antrim in 1880, our neighbors, community leaders, businesses, and school districts have placed their trust in us to solve their most challenging legal issues. We have a rich history of helping our clients when they need us the most. Give us a call at 317-773-2190 or simply visit the website www.cchalaw.com. Miller's to kick off once again. Letourneau puts his foot into it. That one's down to the 1 yard line where the Spartans pick it up. Spartans with a pretty good return there back across the 25-yard line. And they'll start in fairly decent field position there, Sean.
Monty Atkins within on that tackle, and with Avery Williams, a freshman.
Jake Thrash had the return for the Spartans.
Somebody got a little shook up there on that play.
It's a hot night, and I'm not a bit surprised that I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't had more stoppages for possible injuries or exhaustion or heat-related injuries. I think this is probably more a leg-related injury than anything else.
Hey, Brad, do you have who has scored touchdowns tonight over there? You got a list
Yes,
of that?
I do.
I'm curious if you.
Well, Brody Gump got the last one. Logan Schaffner has got 3. Gabe Gully has got.
Gage Gully?
Yeah, he's got 4.
Carson Cox getting up on his own power
and,
there.
Gabe Bellum has got the 2-point conversion.
Good for Carson Cox there, former grinder, getting up, walking off under his own power. I just want to point out that every one of those players played for the Noblesville Grinders. They scored the touchdowns. Just throwing that out there. Grinders play Ben Davis tomorrow, Brad. We're 3-0. Playing at Ben Davis. Got a good squad this year. Hope some of the Grinder families are listening now.
Well, the Grinders and the rest of the IEFA, they'll be playing tomorrow, but they'll take Labor Day weekend off.
Yeah, getting a whole week off this year. It's a little different structure, but we're actually going to give our team a full week off, give our parents a full week off, give our coaches a full week off. That'll be fun. All right, Millers are back out on D. Got a lot of new faces in there. Guys getting a chance to get some Friday night action. This is awesome.
9:25 and counting. Right up the middle by the Spartans, and not much running room there. Get about 2 or 3.
Little counter
that
play.
Going to go for.
I'm trying to see who carried that ball. 21. That's Thrash again, but that was some pretty good gap integrity there. Some good plays. I want to see 84, number 8. They're all in on that. That's Gideon Springer. That's Jackson McDaniel, another former grinder. Getting in on some plays there. Fishers are up on Pike 27-0 right now. That was halfway through the second quarter. That game's probably about over.
Yeah, a lot of the teams delayed to start till 7:30 tonight because of the heat, but ours was a planned 7:30 start because of travel distance. Spartans will pick up the first down.
We got 31. We got Jackson McDaniel again in on that tackle, along with Cam Mullen, number 31. Miller's rotating some guys in. Dalen Jenkins comes off.
Clock once again continues to run because of the lead being over 35 points.
William Hebert's in. Trying to get all these guys' names up, man. They work hard all week and all summer and
Thrash
getting a shot.
Off the left side. He gets about 5 or 6 yards.
33 and 47. 47 is Monty Atkins, another former grinder. And Alex Ham. Do I need to say it?
Another former grinder.
There you go. And the third of the Hams to come through here. Alex is tough. We called him Ham Bone back in the day.
How many years you coached those grinder kids, Sean?
This is year number 7, sir. And maybe my most fun year yet.
Thrash once again right up the middle. He's got a first down and some more. He's going to get about 8 or 10 yards in that run.
I'm sure my defensive coordinator, Jeremy Ely, big time, former Miller, is loving this game. Being a defensive guy, he's probably pretty proud of that Miller defense tonight. Coach Ely, got a tear in your eye, I'm sure, watching all these zeros on the board.
I don't think a lot of people realize just what the youth league does as far as preparation of these kids, getting them ready to get into the junior high and high school levels, and giving them a little bit of a jump start, I guess is what you might call it, toward their junior high and high school careers.
I'd like to think it helps, and our league is really nice because it takes some of the next level kids, maybe that at that time early puberty kids or kids just a little bigger, stronger, faster, out of the in-house league and gives them a place to play. It makes our in-house league better. And yeah, we try to take it seriously. Our goal is to teach them to block and tackle, but most of all to love football, to keep playing, and kind of it's fun to see that now with. I mean, my first class is now the senior class. This was my first grinder team. I've been coaching 20 years, including about 10 over in your neck of the woods in Fishers. It's really fun to see these kids grow up and keep playing and get bigger, stronger, faster. They're all taller than me.
That time the Spartans jumped offside once again. They've already picked up one 5-yard penalty. They're going to pick up another, and they're going to make it 1st and 20. They're going the wrong direction here.
Mateo De Rosa just comes in the game for the Millers. Number 69 runs in there. Looks like he's ready to make something happen.
You know, I don't know how many times Perry and I have commented during the IEFA games that just, wait a few years. We'll be calling them on Friday nights.
Sure enough. Logan Schaffner was one heck of a little grinder. We used him at fullback and ran screen passes and trap and counter with him, and it's he's the same size as he was then, and he's just much stronger and faster.
Right up the middle once again. I believe that's Thrash again. This time he gets about 8 or 10 yards.
It's funny, Brad, if you've ever had a chance to meet some of these guys, Logan's very shy. He doesn't like to – he's just not somebody to get out and, enter the room mouth first like me and you do probably. He came last night I was blessed to speak at the senior dinner last night and enjoyed it, loved it. And a bunch of those kids came over to our grinder film session and broke out it's Legacy Week. So they all came over and watched our kids speak, and there's 32 off the left side. I'm going to pick up maybe a first down. They stayed with our kids. A couple of our kids spoke on Legacy and what it means, and then I asked if any of them wanted to speak, any of the varsity players. There's about a handful, about 10 of them. And all my kids were Schaffner, Schaffner, Schaffner. They all know him, Schaffner. And so the guys kind of pushed him out almost to speak, and he was so uncomfortable. But he got up there and just gave a phenomenal speech and said exactly what he needed to say. And, what he did is he gained him 30 fans that are probably here tonight watching every move he makes. And it was wonderful. It was a wonderful evening. And that's the kind of culture and legacy, and that's why the IFA is all about feeder programs. And,
yes.
and we want those kids to know I'm a junior Trojan. I'm a future Miller. I'm a junior Avon Oriole, and we love it. And we really think that you're building that culture. It's great. All right, back to this game here. 51's coming out.
Well, it's a wonderful program.
It's Kel Metzler, freshman. Unbelievable.
And, I've had in the last 2 years since we've been broadcasting the game, Sean, I've had more people who I know either through business or friendship say, "How about those IEFA games? Those things are great," and they've really enjoyed them.
It's a lot of fun. That's a new quarterback, I believe. I believe that's Evan England's number 12's in the game. He's a sophomore, 6'1", 180. He kept that ball and picked up a yard or two. So Evan England's now at quarterback. We've got 22, Trace Parrish, a sophomore, 5'10", 180 sophomore at running back. A lot of guys getting a chance to play.
3rd and about 3.
There's 22 off the left side, makes a nice cut.
They're going to get the first down there. And while we get a moment here, let me remind you, Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio video security provider. Blades AVS is a design-build firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've been helping schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. We've added securing your facility to how we can serve you better. We'll continue that in just a moment here as the Spartans take off on first down.
That's Parrish again off the left side. That was a really nice feel and hit by the linebacker there. I'm trying to get a number. I think that was 33. I think that was Alex Ham. Boy, he came up and just filled that window and didn't get moved, and he gets rewarded coming out of the game. Good job, Alex.
So let me complete a little promotion for your company there. So whether it's your sound systems, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced Blades audio video security team can serve your business.
Thank you, Brian. Yeah, those guys are awesome. That Blades AV team The more guys I got, the less I got to do. I love it. I'll just be a full-time whatever this is called. Quarterback's keeping that one. That's 12. Evan England on the keep off the jet motion, but Miller's play pretty good defense inside.
Yeah.
They're really working hard to get guys in the game now. I love that.
We got a lot of different names for the people who announce these games.
Ben Allen just came in the game, number 18.
Third and about 7 or so. Call you a color commentator, an analyst.
Well, I've been called a lot of things. There you go. Exactly.
Looking for a pass. Now the quarterback takes off. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage because the Miller defense just absolutely came upon them there. We're under a minute to play here. It's been all Millers so far tonight at 42-0.
Gideon Springer in on that tackle. I think Max Sala got in on that a little bit.
Good job of getting all those names
Josh
out
Wilson.
there, Sean.
I'm trying, man. These guys are they work hard. This is great. Grandma and Grandpa might be watching somewhere over in Luther, Oklahoma or something. Who knows?
Well, the question is now, can the Spartans get into the end zone here or not with 18 seconds left? And I believe this is probably going to be about the last play of this game. We'll see what happens here, if they're going to have time to get another play in or not.
Brady Pigot on that one, number 93. I think that's going to be it.
And that will be it. Sean, your thoughts on the game, sir?
That was some kind of game. I mean, honestly, it's what I thought might happen, but I wasn't 100% sure. But the Millers are great, looking good. And now they got to get ready for Fisher. It's a whole different ball game. Homestead's going to go back up north, play some more familiar opponents, and I really think they got a lot to build on too, and it wasn't as bad as the scoreboard looked, I believe.
No, I would totally agree with you. Well, thanks for being here with us tonight, Sean. We appreciate it. We'd like to thank all of you for watching tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Class 6A football on Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 30 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Community Health Network. Visit HamiltonCounty.com, the Hamilton County Sports Authority, Church, Hiddle and Antrim, Blades, Audio, Video, and Security, Noblesville Youth Sports Alliance, and the Hamilton County Reporter. On behalf of our technical director, Jim Wofford, our camera operator, Lucas Lacone, I'm Brad Silbert. Good night from Beaver Stadium.